Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, my Scorpio friends and Scorpio cross watchers, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I am Zachary, and welcome to my table. So this is going to be a reading here for November 6th through November 12th. I am going to go ahead and just get started on some shuffling here while I flap my gums at you just for a little bit. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and love. I am having such a great time hanging out with you guys, and today actually is my first month down, so it has been actually went by very quickly, I feel like, and I feel very at home and comfortable hanging out with you guys, like I said, and being here to do this. So thank you for your continued support. If you do feel that anything resonates here or you would like to support me, like, share, subscribe, comment. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Those are all fantastic ways to support me, and thank you guys so much for doing that. I also have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description if you feel generous and want to donate or tip in that way. Thank you guys so much. If not, I really appreciate you guys being here, okay? I love you so much. All right, so I'm going to do just a little bit different reading than I have been doing before. It's not going to affect anything that's coming out as far as message wise, but Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio for November 6th through the 12th? And guys, check out your rising Venus and moon signs as well. Venus and moon if you're really interested in love, and rising is just going to give you a bit more information on the way that you're presenting yourself to the world. So what do I have, Spirit? Animal energy wise for Scorpio, you guys have the hawk. You know what? Pisces had this as well. I just you saw me shuffle here. Pisces had this as well. So hawk is messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. Eliminate. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So for them, I feel like this is a little bit different of a message though than Pisces. They were like waiting on a message of some sort. I feel like for you guys, you have been waiting on a message, but a little bit differently. You've been asking for signs for something to move forward in a certain way from Spirit specifically. So let's get right into the reading and see what we have. So Spirit, for November 6th through November 12th for Scorpio. So bottom of the deck right away, we have Seven of Wands. You guys are definitely in a place of wanting some additional support surrounding your grounding and protecting your own energy. And then bottom of the deck here, we have Hanged Man. You guys are afraid to take on a new perspective. I feel like you're feeling stuck in something, and there's a component to it where you're not quite willing to accept or admit that maybe you are playing a role in how you're feeling stuck, is what I'm getting from that. So to start, the general energy of the week here, we have Page of Swords and Five of Cups. So maybe that's where you guys are feeling stuck or resisting getting unstuck. The Page of Swords is the student of the deck. They are an individual who is excited and energetic about learning new things. They may be a bit naive or immature in taking those ideas to the level that they need to be taken to in order to bring success in. So I'm definitely getting from that energy that you guys are all about the ideas this week and maybe not as much about follow through. The Five of Cups talks about disappointment and focusing on that disappointment. There are two cups behind this individual that they could also be giving their attention to, but they ain't got the time for that. They don't want to focus on that. So what I'm getting here is that you are full of ideas this week, and that may be the message that's coming through to you guys that you're asking from Spirit is coming in the form of ideas to you. But because you have had disappointments in the past, or there's something that you're focusing on disappointment wise, I just got like you maybe feeling like you're a disappointment, and that is garbage. Okay, Scorpio, that is hooey right there. if that's the case, if you are one of those people who are feeling that, go ahead and just throw that right in the rubbish bin. That's where that belongs, okay? But I'm feeling like you're having a hard time moving forward into evolving any of these ideas into something that could be substantial and helpful, because there's something lingering disappointment-wise. I'm going to pull an oracle card on that. Spirit, please, for clarification. On one to come out. Expansion, pursue bigger and greater endeavors. So yes, I do feel like there's something that you guys are feeling held back on. Maybe you had a failure in the past. Like maybe, you know, if you're looking for a new job, or you're thinking about expanding into a new relationship or a new way of connecting to yourself, and you've had a failure in the past that may be preventing you from trying again. Yeah, I feel like it's connected to that fear of changing your perspective too. Like your ego is holding you in this place, like holding you down, is holding you in this place of like, you know, I've kept you safe up to this point. So the ego, you guys, its job is to keep you safe, right? Evolutionarily, that's what it's there for. But we're at a point where we don't really need it to continue to do what it's doing. I am not a proponent of complete ego death, because that makes no sense. The ego does do something. It's all about balance, you guys. I'm feeling like what's going on is the ego is telling you, hey, remember how I got you through this situation? Like, yeah, you have a 100% success record of survival here. Remember how I got you through this? So listen to me. Let's do it this way. Focus on that disappointment, because that's what kept you safe this last time. It's not really serving you. You're being asked to open up, to invite something greater in. The energy that's not important this week, you have 10 of 10 of wands and 10 of wands. Well, hot damn. So this is interesting, actually. I do definitely want to get some clarification on this as well. 10 of wands, I love that. 10 of wands is about letting, it's something that the heart is feeling heavy over, needing to release a burden. Having this being in the situation that's not important, that's where I want to get a little bit of clarification. I feel like what I'm getting from it is more the quintessence, breaking down the number, but I do want to clarify 10 and 10 is going to break down into 2, which is going to be about balance. I feel like what this is asking you not to focus on, like there's something that you should be doing. Like you may be feeling like you're balanced right now, but it's actually out of balance. So you're being asked not to focus on that balance, or whatever it is that possibly the disappointment here, maybe that worry or concern or focus over it is what is not important. You need to be letting that go this week. I'm going to actually pull, let's do an oracle card here, please, Spirit. I love that. 10 of wands and 10 of wands. Seems like a very important message to have both of those come out at the same time. Embrace, find peace with your current state of being. Okay. So, and I felt compelled to pull another tarot card from this deck, so I'm going to. Can we get some more clarification here too, please, Spirit? Ooh, 2. Okay, so you got the Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands. To clarify, the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So I feel like in not letting something go right now, what I'm getting from, okay, Queen of Swords is about truth, honesty. It's a very like grounded Mother Earth energy. Or not, excuse me. Forget that. I didn't mean to say that. What I'm getting from that is a component of mourning, is what I was trying to say. Pardon my brain fart there. With the Page of Swords, this is starting or upgrading, you know, a wonderful, passionate, creative idea. I feel like whatever this is that you're focusing on in the disappointment that's preventing you from being able to take your ideas to the next level, you're being asked to stop focusing on that is what's happening. the embrace, find peace with your current state of being. If you're feeling uncomfortable in that disappointment, embrace it, you guys. Embracing is not like focusing on, is not honing in on that situation. Allowing is what's coming to mind for me. Allow the situation to be what it is. You lost something. Yes. That sucks. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. It's okay. And it will be okay. So you're being asked to just not hyperfixate on that right now. Okay. Letting go of that. So I think that's the precariousness of the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. You're not being asked to focus on letting that go, because focusing on letting that go is keeping the grip tight for you. Flow is what's important. Allow. When we reach for something, it pushes back. Okay. So releasing the expectation of it, allow it to flow from you. And that will allow that extra wand, that 10 of Wands, to do what it needs to do. That's what I'm getting from that. That was a tricky one, Spirit. Thank you so much. So the energy that is important, 3 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. Okay. That is very important. So the 3 of Pentacles talks about success through collaboration, creative efforts with other people, using your skills to build something with someone else, working with others, teaching and learning, listening and speaking. The 10 of Pentacles is your ultimate material abundance and spiritual abundance. Talks about building a legacy. I feel like this is asking you to focus on, maybe that's where the disappointment is, because you're too focused on yourself right now. Looking outside of yourself here. Was it last week or a couple of weeks ago? You guys were needing to connect with others around you. Anyway, the 3 of Pentacles is definitely an energy that's present for most of us right now. That is just the energy of the moment, working with other people. There is success in synergy, in synthesizing with others. So what I'm getting from this is that there are going to be opportunities or thoughts coming through Messenger and Spirit. Maybe you've been asking, what is it? What do I do next? What do I do next, Spirit? The answer lies in collaborating with others in some way as the key towards building your legacy. What is it? Your network is your net worth, is what's coming through. I want to pull an oracle card on that too, please, Spirit. Your network is your net worth. I'm the first person who ever said that, you guys, so you're welcome. Decisions, the need to gain clarity through decision making. So I feel like the choice, the decision that you need to make is to allow yourself to open and flow more. Like I said, with these first 2 components of the reading here, you are holding on without really knowing that you're holding on. And the way to let go is not to actively focus on letting it go, but to just be. To just be yourself. Be yourself. Just be yourself. Whatever that actually means to you, Scorpion. And if you're having a hard time figuring out what that is, then I would recommend meditating on it. Ask your team, ask your guides, angels, ancestors, allies. What's up, you guys? What does this even mean? What do I even mean? But your legacy is being highlighted here, and that's important. Where it leads, what it's good for here. We've got death and rebirth and the Emperor. So for some of you, death and rebirth it's a change, it's a transition, it's the end of something, the beginning of something else. It is the acceptance that we are not in control of those things that do live or die. Ultimately, change is the only constant in life. So that's what death represents. Death comes for us all and is in our back pocket constantly, along with the Phoenix rising, the rebirth. The Emperor talks about control, power over your dominion. Could also be a counterpart, honestly. Could be a divine counterpart for you. For some of you, I feel that. maybe like 3% of you. In working with other people or working towards your legacy there, letting things flow and letting things go by proxy, by making that decision to just flow, I feel like there is a counterpart. Like there's a person coming through that network that is a part of your net worth. There's somebody there. Maybe you make a decision to do something different with work, and this leads you to somebody. And that could be the death and rebirth there, changing the way that you are operating work-wise. But for others of you, I feel like this is an opportunity to be reborn as far as your power, your true power. Because death is also you guys, which tells me that this is leading to your power. You are highlighted in this reading heavily. So that's awesome. That's very good. I feel like whatever disappointment that you've been having a hard time releasing, and it's probably because you're hyper focused on it. Like I said, it's weird, but it's not weird. Like when you can get into a state of flow and you're truly allowing things to flow, this disappointment will flow from you. But it's interesting, focusing on trying to release it is like a Chinese finger trap. It's only making it more stuck. You have to go the opposite direction in order to free yourself, which is flow. Let it flow. But yes, I feel like you guys are coming into your power by doing this. Absolutely. That's exciting. Yay, Scorpio, yay. All right, can we get some clarification on death, rebirth, and the Emperor, please? Yeah, I think this is the second time you guys have come up in your own reading since I've started. Had some power at the end of this year here. Deception, false illusions, scarcity mentality, and falling into bad habits. So I feel like this is highlighting for you what is needed to address in order to achieve this power of yours. Control. Maybe you need to take control over these bad habits, these false illusions. Maybe one of your bad habits is focusing on your disappointment, what you're disappointed in, what's making you sad, focusing on things that you've lost. And that in and of itself, you guys, is a message. If you're finding that you are being drawn to the depressive sides of yourself, the sadness, the darkness, and darkness in and of itself is not bad. You guys are, you're tapped in with Pluto. It's a lot of dark, and it's not a bad thing. But if you're hyper fixated on the things that are not feeling good about yourself, you are absolutely drawing more of that in to your reality. And that is a message. Something inside of you, probably your inner child, is saying, I'm not feeling good, mommy or daddy, or non-binary parent. Like, I would recommend embrace finding peace with your current state here. A part of that is accepting exactly who you are and what you are and where you are, and letting that child know as well that they're safe. It's okay, because they may be acting out, wanting you to fall, or making it easier for you to fall into bad habits and scarcity mentality, because they're not feeling safe. They want to make you feel how they're feeling, which is something that we all do, you guys, whether we know it or not, consciously or subconsciously. It's a human trait. When somebody makes us feel a certain way, we then do things to make them feel that same way. And unless we're consciously aware that we're doing that, then we do that. That's where these, reactive emotions start to come into play. I challenge you to look at that. There's an opportunity for you to gain power and your power back and your control, though, over that. And it starts with talking to your kiddo, okay? So your challenge for the week is the King of Cups and the Sun. Okay, kind of dovetailing off of, like I said, you may be feeling kind of stuck in your dark, or feeling that gravity towards your dark. The King of Cups is the master of their emotions. They're warm, nurturing, loving. they lead through love. And the sun is success, it's positivity, it's warmth. Your challenge here, what I feel like, is this energy is here, the opportunity for you to start mastering your emotions by allowing yourself to flow. Because this person is sitting in a meditative state. Meditation. I've never said it before on this channel yet, that meditation is important. If you're not already meditating, get started, you guys. Because what you don't bring light to, and this is what I'm getting from the sun, every card here is not just like an energy that plops into your lap for no reason and out of nowhere. You have to open the door for it, so to speak. The sun is a beautiful, wonderful energy. It does not always just mean that life's going to be cherry for you, though. You have to let the sun in. You have to open the blinds. You have to open the shades. Because the sun can be out there shining bright, but if you have the shades drawn, I mean, is there really there's sun and no sun? Schrodinger's cat, the cat is both dead and alive, right? It's moot. If you're not willing to open up the passageway for the sun to come in, then it might as well not be there. So that's what your challenge is this week, is allowing and getting to that place of flow, allowing this to come in for you. Because bringing the sun in, letting the light in, allowing yourself to become more positive is going to allow you to start to become a bit more of a master of your emotional state, which is a lot, you guys. You Scorpios are deep emotional signs. I get it. Happiness. New discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. So kind of what I was saying. There is happiness, and that's what the sun symbolizes too. It's happiness. But you guys gotta love yourself first. And a part of loving yourself is getting in touch with that inner child, figuring out what it is that they need. What are they trying to tell you? What is it that you need to do for yourself in order to get more in that flow state to allow these sorts of energies to come around? Okay. I know you can do it, Scorpio. This is like it's definitely a transitory kind of week. And as you've been asking for messages on what to do, here you go, you guys. Stop fighting. I'm getting that too. Like, stop fighting the dark. I feel like some of you are like with that disappointment. You're at work or you're watching TV before bed, hanging out at home, and these thoughts come up and you're like, no, push it away, push it down. Try validating it, okay? This is a part of the flow. If you're pushing it away, you're not allowing the sun to come into those dark parts. You're drawing your shades. Ignoring, avoiding, you're drawing the shades. Straight to jail. If you take a moment and just even say to yourself, I see that this thought is coming up. I feel that this emotion is coming up. What do you want? Disappointment. Why are you here? Disappointment. Whatever emotion that's coming up. That's how you flow, you guys. You're inviting whatever component of yourself that's trying to send you that message to at least temporarily be at the table with you so that they can give you that message. But if you keep, thinking that is strength or that is helping you in any way, it's just drawing the blinds, okay? Let the sun in. Let the sun shine. Let the light into those dark parts of yourself and see what happens. So your benefit for the week is the Chariot and 8 of Wands. That's a lot of speed. Holy shit. I feel like once you make this decision, once you learn how to have those conversations with yourself, like I had just said there, like validating, and things are going to move very quickly for you. The Chariot is a card about positive forward movement, success. It can be traveling in comfort. It also talks about, so with the white and black horse there, it talks about the rider or the driver. These two horses could go in any direction, right? And it's their responsibility by willpower to make sure that they're heading in the same direction. So if you've got darkness that's coming up and you're deflecting it instead of being the controller, asking it what it needs. Yes, how can I help? Be the supervisor of your emotions. What do you need? You need a different break time? Okay, well, let's talk about this. Don't entertain is kind of what I was saying, like entertain the thought, but not as far as like letting it roam around without a direction or intention. Give it the time it deserves so that you can whip it back into line, rein it in, and have it draw you in the direction that you need to go. And Eight of Wands, I feel like what I'm getting from this is you will get that message that you're looking for here, that you've been asking for. There is good news, everybody. Good news. There is a message coming through that is going to help you. Maybe this is the message to help you redirect your thoughts a bit. But there's a note of speed to both of these cards. And what I feel from that is as soon as you're able to allow yourself to get into flow, and if you need to just tell yourself, I allow myself to be in a state of flow. And this is EFT tapping if you want to help reprogram yourself a little bit faster. That's the Macarena. Don't do that part. But even just tapping below your collarbones here is a great way to do that. I allow myself to flow. I allow myself to flow. That's going to allow yourself to flow. Okay. As soon as you get into that place, though, things are going to start. That's what I'm getting from that. I do want to clarify a little bit with the Oracle cards, please. Spirit. Good news, everybody. Recognition, admiration for your hard work is coming. Yes. So I feel like once you're able to, because it's stepping out of your way. You're trying to monitor what is going on inside of yourself, but not in a way that's productive for you or leading you towards a positive outcome. Maybe this is just because you feel judged. Somebody's judged you for bringing up something in the past, so you've shut that down within yourself. Every single one of your emotions gets to at least have temporary access to your table, okay? They may not have a permanent seat that's there for dinner every night, but if they're coming to knock on your door, you are going to answer the door and find out what they're asking, okay? Or what they need. Because if you keep ignoring them knocking on the door, then they're going to start ringing the doorbell, then they're going to start throwing rocks at your window, then they're going to bring a bulldozer in at some point to make sure that they get in, and that's not what you want. So just take the time. That's a part of allowing flow, is answering the door for each one of your emotions that is showing up. The second that you can start doing that, the shit that you've been wanting for your hard work is coming through. Yay, Scorpio! So this is the energy that's blocked. And you have the Emperor and Queen of Cups. Emperor, like I said, power, control. The Queen of Cups is just like the King of Cups. They're both the same masters of emotion. The Queen of Cups is of the interior realm, though, and the King of Cups is distributing that into the exterior realm. So the Queen of Cups prizes their emotions. They take care of their emotions. They protect their emotions. The power and control component of the Emperor here. I also feel like for some of you, it's that divine counterpart, like having the Emperor in here twice. There's somebody that is waiting for you, Scorpio, and they're waiting for you to get your shit together. I'm just kidding. Kind of. To allow yourself to be who you are, which is the person who is free with their emotions, okay? And I'm not talking about being just barfing your emotions everywhere. Your interior world. You are the operator. Hold please is when you're the operator of all those emotions. You need to be connecting them to the proper channels so that they can be heard. Instead of keeping them on hold forever, one of them is going to blow up. So what is blocked, I feel like it is in combination to your power here too, and where this is leading. This is leading you to where you are blocked. So you're being highlighted to give some attention to this. Bring the sun, bring that light into these dark parts so that you can ignite with that same light. I'm just rhyming here. With a magnifying glass is what I'm seeing, like the sun, you know, people like to light things on fire with a magnifying glass. I see that the second that you're able to let the sun in, you will have so much more control over which things you want to add warmth to, what you're adding light to, and which things you want to light fire to spark an ignition of creation or to burn it down. That's ultimate control for you guys. I do want to get a clarification card here too on the Emperor. Okay. Dedication. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. The persistence that is needed here is for you to continue to work to mastering that ability to allow your emotions to flow. Okay. That's the dedication that is needed here. It may not be perfect right away, but continue to perfect that. Even though perfection doesn't exist, continue to attempt to get better at it. Because the more that you try, the more that you're going to be rewarded for taking care of your interior realm, first of all. But the closer you're getting to that success, reaping the rewards for your success, I very much feel like for a lot of you, this is the message that's coming through you've been asking for. There could be something additionally, like in the form of a person or feeling. Dreams, I'm getting as well. Pay attention to your dreams and meditate. If you're meditating, answers were already trying to come through, but you're not meditating. So for some of you, make sure you're meditating. High Priestess, this is the energy you need to achieve your highest outcome. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So High Priestess is what I'm actually getting, what I was drawn to was the Cancer aspect of the card and thinking of the hard shell, which is not typically like not the basal meaning of the High Priestess, but I'm getting that there is a little bit of protection that you need. And I feel like it's protection from other people's thoughts, more in line with like your flow of emotion. Maybe somebody in the past has told you you don't get to flow with your emotion, or because you had shown emotion, especially if it was anger or sadness, crying especially, made you feel bad for it. Screw them. I almost said the F word. I was so angry about it. Screw them. Okay. Straight to jail, right in the garbage can. The energy that you need is tapping into those dark emotions, not dark, but deep emotions of yourself. Okay. And dark, allowing the sun to come through, opening the shades for yourself. Because whoever told you that is also closing the shades for yourself, and screw them. Every day, all day. Okay. The Ace of Swords is a new idea. It's also logic. There's a balance between positive and negative thoughts and emotions. So what I'm getting from this is it's just like the entire message here. You guys are being encouraged to open yourself up to a new flow, because in that new flow is where your true power lies. Yes, it does. Yes. True power, it does lie. So can I get some clarification on the High Priestess and Ace of Swords, please? Celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. The last few cards here have been about recognition, efforts that will reap success. Celebration is coming. I swear, you guys, if you can just, when you do allow yourself to finally get into a better flow with yourself, which is removing the old stories and shit that people have told you on what you ought to be, especially emotionally. Once you start going inside and listening to that, like I said, open the door, invite them to the table for a second, grab a slice of turkey and some potatoes, but you can't stay, thank you for sharing your story, and we're moving forward. Talk to yourself like that. The brain is both beautifully intelligent and wonderfully stupid at the same time. And you are not your brain or your thoughts. You are the thing that is driving this vehicle. So it's important to have proper conversations with yourself to direct what needs to be. This circus that's going on up here, I know it's not just me. In doing this for yourself, you guys, there is some serious success and celebration that is waiting for you. I'm already celebrating you. I'm celebrating you all the time. But today, in this moment, we are celebrating you, because I know that you're going to work on this, and I know you may not master it this week, but you are going to make such wonderful progress. Okay. I love you so much, Scorpio, and thank you for joining me here this week. I hope you have an excellent week, and I will see you next week. All right. Love you.